Well, those are pertinent questions, but the fact that INEC did raise, bring up the date for the distribution of this voters card, and it didn't start at exactly that day, and the fact that some local governments were going to be excluded here in Lagos, they didn't give your party cause for concern. Were you worried about that?
It does. Yeah. We were all worried too. But then, there's nothing we can do than to keep dialoguing with INEC, relating with them and giving our party members feedback. Like the first day they started the program and the machines were not out, party members were calling the office to know the state of situation. We were getting in touch with the various EO in various local governments to know what is going on, and they told us that they had some logistic problem, that it will start the next day. We passed the information round. So that is the best we can do. I do not think that we should just throw away the baby with the bathing water anyway. Because they, bungle it 1 or 2 days does not mean that they have some sinister motives. After all, it was displayed in the public. Everybody goes there to pick. Pig man. I didn't need to know nobody to do it. I just went to my polling unit, saw my name, then I picked my card. So everybody does that.
So how would you score INEC so far on this distribution of PVC?
Well, so far, I'll score them on the average, because they told us earlier on that the 3 days is not the end of collection. It's just meant to draw attention to the collection process. You can actually go to your local government INEC office to pick this card between now and probably January. So, but you see, Nigerians, we have one attitude.
What's the attitude?
And the attitude is that if we said, okay, this process is going to be 1 week, Nigerians will wait since the 5th or the 6th day. They were so, well, I don't want to go right now.
I don't know if you were in Lagos, because we actually went round, and I actually was also around town, and in most places, from day one, we saw more, of the electorates in their numbers waiting out there with no one to attend to them. So it's really not good a comment that you say Nigerians waited till the 11th hour.
I want to disagree with you. I never went to I was in Lagos throughout the whole exercise. Usually the day one, people will come out. People will come out. If you look at most polling units, what you see on day one are not true representation of the numbers of voters in those. Of course, the enthusiasm will be there on day one.
Have you received your voter card?
Of course, I've done that.
So for those who haven't received theirs, they wouldn't give INEC the same average you have?
The day I went to receive my voter's card, let me just give you this. In fact, on the queue there were not more than 5 people. And it just took me less than 5 minutes before I picked my card, or less than that. That shows you that some people will want to wait till the last hour. I was expecting to see some kind of crowd.
Maybe you're not getting me. For those who haven't received theirs, they wouldn't score INEC.
Well, I wouldn't know why they have not received, because some people, when you just...
But you're in Lagos, you understand. You know that not all
like
the local governments...
If you go out to conduct opinion survey, and you ask people, maybe he has not even gone to his unit to pick, he will tell you, I have not collected my card, INEC has not done well. The question you should ask him, have you gone there? Were you there? Were you
What about those who went out in Alimosho, who went out around Surulere, who went out in some other places, and they were disappointed to hear that their local governments were not one of those? What information? The information came late.
No, but so for us in the political party, we were given that information as to the number of local government that they will conduct in the first phase. And we passed this to our local chapters to pass to members and even members of the public, And I'm sure INEC did the same thing. You see, because how many people listen to news? People will not listen to news, they won't read newspaper. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that they don't, but when you don't do all these things, and you just heard it that INEC is distributing permanent voters card. But anyway, I feel maybe INEC should do more of public enlightenment, and probably Lagos state government can come in too. At least they are the government in power here too. So they have the apparatus to disseminate that information to the general public.
What's your level of confidence in the ability of INEC to conduct free and fair elections based on what you've seen so far?
Well, our democracy is still very young, and I don't want to be an optimist. You know, I believe INEC is improving.
You don't want to be an optimist?
Okay,
Yes, I don't want to be a pessimist. Sorry.
Pessimist, yes.
No, I don't want to be an optimist. Let me put it that way. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I don't want to be too optimistic.
Optimistic.
I don't want to be too optimistic about the ability of INEC.
Why is that?
Because we still have a problem in this country. We never had an accurate database. We've never conducted accurate census where everybody is captured in a database, you know, until we have accurate census and you can tell by the push of a button that this is you, this is what you do, like it happens in America and other European countries. It is then that we'll start having credible election. But a situation whereby you cannot even tell by the touch of a button the number of adults in a given community, the number of elders in a given community, the number of kids in a given community, you know, we will continue to have problems.
Well, let's close this by asking you, happenings in Lagos. How prepared is your party in the coming elections in Lagos State?
Well, we're doing all we can as a political party to prepare, you know, but I won't discuss our strategies on the screen with you. All I can tell you is that we are ready.
All right, okay. Shakiru Apena is the Deputy PDP Chairman, Lagos State. Strategies to your chest, and many thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Well, Sarah Dilla takes a moment now, and we'll return shortly. Stay with us.